Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Up of the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Ball against Young. Collins setting the pick for Young. Off target with his three. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Pocket two. Hayward can't hit.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Young passes to Collins. Dishes to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good. Ball against Young. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. And Plumlee kicks to Bridges. The pass to Ball. Rejected by Young.
I feel for the guy who gets his shot blocked by Trae Young. He's going to hear it from his teammates.
Outside Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. No good on the three.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
Rozier against Bogdanovich. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Capella with a screen on Hayward. In the corner, Herter with it. Feeds it to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll, hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
Ball dishes to Plumlee. Hayward outside. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Young looking it over. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That shot misses. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Hawks on top. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in a moment. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And he understands you got to take the long-term perspective, deciding when to return.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play, and the coaching staff and the training staff feels like it's in the team's best interest to not play. You know, there's certain injuries you really can't play with.
The great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times, they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Bridges and Washington are manning the post position. Martin is out there with Ish Smith, and it's Oubre in at the 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players in every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. The Hawks leading by 6. And Wright kicks to Gallinari. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Oubre outside. Back to Smith. Jacks up a three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And checking out some numbers for Mason Plumlee. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Gallinari up top. Defended by Bridges. Here's Reddish. Goes back up. That shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Here's Reddish. Oubre pulls it in. Hornets trail by 6.
The leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. At the bottom of the standings, we've got some teams that are not just way back, they're way far back.
And that's far back as our hairlines, far back as we go as these reclining seats, far as back as we can remember Shaq being less than 7 feet.
And the Ball brothers are in the building.
And now, looking at the Atlanta Hawks, a pretty even matchup through this first half.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young against Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. With the floater. Rebound Atlanta. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the 2nd player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella who might have gone into as soccer at one point are now gravitating towards hoops. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Capella with a screen on Ball. Young, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
There's a screen. Hayward with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Pass to Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Bridges has got his first points of the night.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Again, Young missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Hayward against Capella. And Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
Pass to Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Ball with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Young against Ball. Clock at 6. Young passes to Capella, and the shot goes in. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trey makes quick reads and great decisions.
Pass to Rozier. Over Bogdanovich. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Shooting one.
That's good from Rozier.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks on top. They lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Hayward out there with Oubre, and it's Washington in at center. Williams passes to Capella. A rebound by Washington. Charlotte in the lead. Outside, Ball. Back to Washington. Hayward against Gallinari. Hayward can't hit. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Williams finds Gallinari. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Herter comes in for Hill. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Williams. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Plumlee, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Ball, the pass to Hayward. Here's Washington. Now the pass to Hayward. There's a screen by Washington. Tries again. Hayward can't hit. The Hawks trailing. Young outside. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they pick up 2.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Ball surveying the defense. Unable to get that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Bogdanovich hits to Young. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
Thank you, David.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Capella, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 1, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
2 seconds. At the line for Atlanta, Trae Young. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
He's a deadly shooter from anywhere on the floor. That includes the foul line. Trae Young has certainly justified being a top 5 draft pick. You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Here's Ball.
Atlanta foul. Clint Capella. And that's his first personal foul. 2 seconds. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Ball hits them both. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the three right here.
When they're looking to tie it up, live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's his first personal foul. Team 4.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. From deep. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.